peoples! It is I, the Geek Goth, back with another episode. Today, it's not what I intended, but something came in the post and I have to do it. Have to do a video on it. So today, we're going to be unboxing 3 items from my favourite wrestler. It's Danhausen. He has his own YouTube channel, which I'll link in the comments. It's Love That Danhausen. Don't go there yet. Keep watching this. Okay? Keep watching me. Okay? Watch me and then go and watch him. In that order. Okay. So what we got is 3 figures of varying types, which I've been waiting. I've been waiting for the 3rd one to come in before I did the 3 unboxings. Now, Danhausen is the greatest wrestler ever, regardless. That's my opinion. You're going to argue about it. You're going to disagree. I don't care. Okay? Danhausen describes himself as if the talk shows, Conan O'Brien, if he got possessed by a demon, and that demon was obsessed with acquiring human monies in order to buy a blimp. Okay, so he wants to get a blimp and all sorts to be all powerful, and you have to love that Danhausen or you'll be cursed. Also, he's a very wholesome demon in that no swearing. No swearing, only curses. Okay, wonderful stuff. Love it. But yes, fantastic character, wrestler. Absolutely amazing guy. Met him at a comic convention, Wales Comic Con, Telford Takeover. It was, I'm not sure, I'd like to say last year. Maybe this time last year, around thereabouts. And it was a really crap time for me for travel. Absolute hell. Almost led to like a meltdown because of the cancellations and changes and that. But once I got there, got in to see him, it was wonderful, absolutely fantastic. Such a great, decent guy, and really naturally funny as well. So let's have a look. What the first thing I have here is the micro brawlers. Okay, as you can see, House Chase limited edition. Now Danhausen, you see, is very nice, very evil. Okay, he's billed when he comes out for his wrestling. He's billed at his height of 6 feet 7 inches and weighing over 300 pounds, and he comes from someplace far away. Okay, now he's currently in All Elite Wrestling. He has done things before then with Ring of Honor and with other independent wrestling promotions, which I would absolutely encourage you to go and check out on YouTube. Just type in Danhausen and check out his matches. Absolutely phenomenal. He's people pronounce like a comedy wrestler. Yes, it's amusing, something really funny, but amazingly talented. Absolutely wonderful. Now these micro brawlers, you get them. I'll put the link in the description from Shop AEW. Every so often, All Elite Wrestling's online store, you'll get micro brawlers will pop up for a limited time. And they are, as you can see, wee little mini versions of various wrestlers, and you'll get, they don't cost that much, and they ship to the UK as well, in case you're wondering. That's how I got it, obviously. So they pop up wee little mini ones. Don't take up too much room if you're not into, if you like a wrestler but you haven't got room for an action figure, what have you, keep an eye out. Mini brawlers there. the little micro brawlers, sorry. So this one is a version of Danhausen's very evil persona. He's only ever appeared once in AEW in this persona, in which he turned up, demolished a faction of opponent wrestlers in under 3 minutes. All very wonderful. I'll just get out. There's see on the back card there, that is Danhausen's very evil persona. Okay, you see his in fact my shirt, you can see his very nice persona there. Again, and there's very evil teeth are a theme as well, as you see. So we just pops up. As I said, they're limited, and the limited chase editions, I'm not sure if they're like 1 in 3,000 or 1 in 1,000, 1 in 2,000, something like that. But you can't choose to have a chase. These rare, because what Shop AEW do is you'll put in an order for a micro brawler, and I'm not sure what their process is, but you could well end up with a rare chase figure instead. Okay, unless you order more than one, in which case one of them might be a rare chase figure. I lucked out and got the chase figure of his very evil persona, which was wonderful. So we'll just pop him out here. These kind of boxes, you see, very easy to unbox, because these are just sliders. There's no cutting involved. Just literally just slide it out there. It's a little brickwork there, as it says on the bottom. Dropped it. Very evil Danhausen. Wonderful. Okay, and there on the back again, stuff. So I'll put the link for Shop AEW in there. It just happens this way I got my shirt as well. This was limited edition at the time. You can't get them anymore. It's always good to keep an eye out for these things. Okay, so there he is. Just pops out there. Now, as you can see, this little guy, he's there he is. Look at him. Come on, focus. Is he focusing? I don't know. So this guy, as I said, is very evil persona. You see, he has a spike, little metal spike, which he assaults his opponents with, because he's very evil for an object. And he also carrying a jar of human teeth. Now, besides being wonderfully creepy, there's a reason for this. Okay, as you know, in wrestling, what they call foreign objects are not allowed in a regular match. Foreign objects being anything which is not of the human body. As such, anything that you don't bring into the wrestling ring yourself, which is allowed on your person. So, in the past, there's things like brass knuckles, baseball bats, glass, thumbtacks, chairs, tables. These kind of things are foreign bodies, okay, foreign objects. Sorry, which you can't use. Generally, get disqualified. Danhausen's thinking, which is sound thinking, is that teeth. Everyone pretty much has teeth in their head. Everyone. Therefore, it is not a foreign object. So Danhausen will bring a jar of teeth to the ring. In his evil persona, he did this in AEW. Did a lot more on the independents, what have you. And at some point during the match, he will incapacitate an opponent. He then have his jar of teeth, and he will pour the teeth into the open mouth of his opponent, and then proceed to kick his opponent in the jaw, thus sending teeth spraying everywhere. It looks like it's a wonderful visual, because it looks like he's kicked all their teeth out as well. Absolutely phenomenal. And it generally leads to him getting the win. This little thing is vinyl, quite soft, but firm. Feels nice and soft, but it's firm. Okay, it's the chase figure because of his all red face. Not normally all red, and his hands. But that's why it's rare, limited edition. wonderful guy. As you could see from the card art, that is what the makeup normally looks like, and a very evil version of Danhausen. This is Under the Red Lights, all red. Okay, so that is the Micro Brawler, very evil Danhausen. I will pop him there. Don't think he's going to stand up. Nope. No, he doesn't want to stand up. Whatever. Stay down. Okay. The next Danhausen figure coming up is one of the official Wrestling's Heel and Faces line. These are from Zombie Sailor Toys. Again, I will post a link in the description. These guys, they do, again, this limited edition series wrestlers. So I knew the Danhausen figure was coming, and I was just watching, keep my eye out every single day for this guy. So this is wonderful. This is the style of the figure looks like they're based on the old, what they call the LJN wrestling figures. So it's like proper old school vintage wrestling figures back when back in the day we used to have them. So for instance, on the back there, it's got a card in the card, so you see collect them all, and it's all the other wrestlers who are pretty much in the line. See if I can get this to focus. It's a bit of a swine to focus, not doing it. Fiendish. But yes, but you have Matt Cardona, who was, I can't even remember his name in WWE. Matt Cardona. You know him. And Brian Myers, the Dino Bravo. You know, classics. Sabu, amazing, from ECW. Earl Hebner, the ref, from most well known from WWE, WWF, especially the Montreal Screwjob. Yep. Jeff Jarrett, good old Double J. Of course, Danhausen, Kevin Sullivan, King Kong Bundy, King Kong Bundy, Andre the Giant with a blue strap, and Andre the Giant in his black strap wrestling attire. They've got Nick Gage, who does the more kind of extreme wrestling. Got old Bruiser Brody and Raven, who was also one of my favourites back in the day. But these guys, it can be, again, quite difficult to get hold of. You need to like really keep an eye on the channel, there on their website, on the socials, because they normally put up when they're going live with the figures, and you can pre-order, and also if they get any new stock left over. I believe they got some stock of these in. I think Raven sold out again. No chance I was going to get him. It's a wonderful little cutout there. And so we'll get him out of here, shall we? Let's have a look then. Come on, Danhausen. Again, some people, minting card collectors, they prefer to keep the figures in the packaging and the card for display. Nah, I don't. The only reason I do that is if I'm going to, I said, take my time to do an unboxing. Okay, and here we have him. Oh my god, look at him. He's absolutely amazing. Right, this cape I'm going to talk about briefly. Okay, this cape is just absolutely fantastic. Okay, so I don't know why I get unreasonably annoyed with in the industry, in the kind of action figures industry, capes and clothing, fabric, anything fabric are called soft goods. But then what you get is people unboxing also call them soft goods and stuff, and I'm like, it's fabric. Okay, soft goods is fabric. Okay, that's what it is. It's fabric, soft goods, shut up. Anyway, So there we have cape, which I believe was based on the one that he wore during Ring of Honor and in his independent days. Absolutely wonderful. I absolutely love it. It's a nice soft satiny feel to it. There's a wire in there, so which is how I can pose it as such. It's absolutely fantastic. So yes, it's removable as well. So with this cape, yes, so you can pretty much do what you want with this cape, you know, and it is wonderful. It's all a little bit tatty, a little bit raggedy there. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. There's a little hook on the front, which allows me to unhook his cape, and let's have a look at him. Let's have a look at the figure itself. There you go. There's Danhausen. Wonderful. It's got his tattoos, all of his tattoos that he had at the time on there. It's just absolutely wonderful. Now, in terms of articulation, not a whole lot of articulation goes in. Like, you can move the hands, wonderful. The arms can move up and down, and the head. No, yep, and the head, the neck has some articulation. So various poses. Okay, so limited posing, but just enough, especially if you have another wrestler, another wrestling figure in the line, or one of the old school style ones. You could definitely get some moves in there. You know, it's from the days where imagination was king, really, and you could, you know, even with a limited amount of articulation, you could just go for it, have a ball. Much the same, remember, as the old, I think it was Kenner Star Wars figures. They literally had maybe 5 points of articulation. You could move the head back and forth, move the arms up and down, but they were like straight arms, and the legs were the same. Just move the legs and they were like straight legged. They looked like, move one leg up, walking, you know, it looks like they were goose stepping or doing the Sparta kick or whatever. But it didn't matter. Absolutely did not matter to us as children that there was only those kind of limited amount of articulation. I think just thinking back just now, just remembered the old the Action Men and what have you, with the German Shepherd of the Action Men line. Zero articulation, absolutely none. It was just a single molded piece, but that didn't stop our gameplay at all. You know, didn't stop it at all. You know, because imagination brings these things alive. So yes, so there's the Zombie Sailor Danhausen, old school. Absolutely wonderful. Just pop his cape back on him there. Get that hook back on. Why don't you drop in these things? One moment. This is my hands are all over the place this morning. Come on, you little swine. Yeah, hook him on. Okay, get him hooked on. So yes. So if you wanted to, you could even hook his cape over his hands. So this is the Zombie Sailor Danhausen figure. Danhausen products tend to sell out fast. They're such a popular wrestler. During the pandemic period, he really did kind of take advantage of that, not in that sense, but obviously there was limited amounts. The wrestling shows, AEW and WWE, were there putting on shows in front of nobody, you know, just to get product out, just to get content out. And Danhausen took to YouTube, set up his YouTube channel, and absolutely slayed, you know, doing the content. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. Really funny stuff, and really helped kind of raise his profile and get so people could know him rather than just wrestling personality, rather than just like, oh, on the wrestling. Just brilliant stuff. His movie reviews are just absolutely hilarious, and it's not even using like hilarious as you know, as a negative thing. Like, they are genuinely for me, genuinely deeply funny. Absolutely wonderful stuff. So great stuff, love it. So there's the LJN Danhausen, and now we come to what's something I've been looking forward to for so long. Yeah, so all this stuff tends to sell out. Hot commodity. Loads of t-shirts. Just a quick aside before I get to the last unboxing. In terms of t-shirts, Danhausen always supports independent creators, independent artists. You know, the vast majority of his t-shirts that you can buy on, I think it's Pro Wrestling Tees, I can put a link in the description below, and on Shop AEW. Vast majority of the t-shirt designs come from independent creators. Okay, so people like ourselves, if you've got an artistic flair, what have you, you do some fan art, have you like, and Danhausen loves it, that could well end up becoming a t-shirt design, you know, and you will be credited and compensated in that regards. He always makes sure that the independent creators are looked after, you know, and that's phenomenal. It's an exception in the industry where you tend to see on the internet independent creators getting ripped off left, right and centre, their content stolen, you know, their art and creativity just stolen and sold cheaply, you know. Absolutely not with Danhausen. Phenomenal, proper kind of stand-up guy. And this, come to this, is this figure, one of my absolute favourites. The packaging, as you will see, is just second to none. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely brilliant. I love it. Got the peeping up there, Danhausen. Very nice, very evil. That side, close up of his face. So that is actually his face. The only makeup he wears is he puts a little bit of red under the eyes. That's all. There are times where he has appeared in interviews looking somewhat human, but as he will tell you, they basically forked out the budget to do a lot of CGI to make him look human. And there's Danhausen. Love that Danhausen or be cursed. And his signature. So this figure is a Ringside exclusive. I'll put the link in the description. Ringside exclusives, they do AEW and they do WWE wrestling figures and accessories, like full size, like the scaled to scale rings, commentary tables, accessories, all sorts. You know, absolutely phenomenal. So even if your brand is WWE, WWF, WWE, they got something for you. Okay, absolutely amazing. You can get the action figures in the shops, but it's probably best to get it direct. They do ship to the UK. This is how I got it, because they do have exclusives which do not show up in the shops. So it's always worth checking them out. This one in particular, an exclusive you could only get from Ringside Collectibles. And this with his cape, I love this. Yes, this is amazing. Very nice, very evil. Look at that. Fabulous. Is always a joy if you're somebody like me. Okay, so there he is in his plastic prison. Okay, there, we'll get him out. We'll get him out now, but that's just absolutely joyous. I absolutely love that packaging. It's absolutely genius. Okay, here we go. Get him out, and I'll try not to drop him. I mean, I'm 2 for 2, right? I've dropped 2 figures today. No edits. I'm not going to edit it out. Okay, I'm in that. Just my hands are just all over the shop. You know what I mean? But then that's just the way I am. Hands all over the shop. Okay, here we go. There we go. Right then, the background, what I want to... So the inlay of this box, look at that, it's lenticulae. I may not be able to see it, but you see the effect? Ooh, oh yeah, that is sweet, that's a lovely touch. So like, that would look amazing. Just pop it up there, you know, get your figures on there. Get them in there, your Danhausen figures. You know, that's fantastic. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So there's a backing shell there. Put that away. Now, here we go. We've got a number of heads. Different expressions. I'm not sure if it'll actually focus, if it's being a fiend with a focus in today. Swine says one face, one head. There's other, more, I guess, a bit bemused. The bemused head of, come on, of Danhausen. We got some hands, which I'll get out to you now. Get those hands free. Oh, it had to happen. Dropped his hand. Come on. This video. What's going on? It's like it's cursed or something. Right, so I got his hands out. Quick look at those. So we've got 2 pointing fingers. There's his cursing fingers, his hands, and his 2 is like gesturing. His grabby gesturing hands. Okay, let's get him out of here. Set him free! There's good boy. Come on, birdie. Let's get you out of there. Right, there you go. Let's dump that to the side. And take these plastic sleeves off. There we go. Where is this? The other plasticky around his torso. Yes, it's okay. You can pop him apart. And this is, I'm sure this is to protect his body. Ooh, get the abs on there. Okay, pop him back on. What's this? Okay, so let's have a look at this, the wonderfulness that is Danhausen. Alright, so that's up there. Okay, I hold it in place. So there he is. Danhausen figure. Absolutely wonderful. This is phenomenal. Nice fabric cape. It's very nice, very evil on there. Yes, some this just feels really nice. It's wired all the way along, so it's down the back of the there is wired all the way down the sides. and directly at the back. It's removable as well. You just literally just a little Velcro, so you just undo it there and Velcro on the side, the neck there to remove it if you so wish, and then pop it on your other action figures if you want. Okay, so we've got, let's have a look. Let's just pop this off a second. So I want to see the full articulation. See what it's like. So there you go. There's the cape. Bloody wonderful. Love it. Love it. Okay, so it's got a good motion on his head. That's cool. Yes, as you expect. His arms. Full. You can twist there. His elbows. Ooh, double joint, so interesting. And his wrists as well. Cool. Cool. The tattoo detail's phenomenal. So you can see they've really like managed to get his to get all his tattoos in. It's great stuff. So yes, so plenty of range there. Absolutely wonderful. Twist. Legs, knees. Twist there. That's cool. That's really cool. So let's have a look. So these cursey hands. I absolutely love this figure. Love it. This is it's phenomenal. It's let's have a look. Which face? Get off there. Just so easily these heads just pop is amazing. There's cursing. Danhausen curse. Love it. Absolutely love it. Even got his ring, which is great. But this is yes. So so apart from the packaging, obviously the accessories, the various heads and hands, and the ring attire, part of the exclusive figure. There are other figures coming. As I said, you'll be able to see them on the Ringside Exclusives channel. That'd be great. You get his casual, the casual Danhausen figure, which is clothing he wears when he's not wrestling. Okay, and there's other action figures coming as well, where in his other ring attire and what have you, different pants, as they call them, wrestling trousers, what have you, tights. There's a double pack on Amazon.com of Danhausen and Hook, who is the wrestler Taz. If people know wrestler Taz from ECW days, what have you, and WWE, his son, absolutely phenomenal technical wrestler, and they teamed up at one point, tag team called Hookhausen, and wildly popular, absolutely wildly popular. And so there's a double pack which sold out really quickly, which has specific ring attire there, and I'll be getting that, I think, next month, October, should be. Okay, so up in there, stand up, aha, there you go. So that's the Danhausen unboxing stuff. It's great, absolutely love it. So yes, 3 for 3 dropping stuff. It's very strange day for me. I hope that doesn't continue. Just like what is going on? But I guess we get those days. We get those days, and some more than others. But come on. Okay, so yes. So finally got onto it. I should be able to get on doing what I originally planned for this video to be for the next time. But he came in and had to be done. Okay, so yes, unfortunately he's currently off, injured, pectoral tear, which is quite nasty. It takes some time to heal, but he's healing well. Hopefully we'll see him early in the new year back in the wrestling ring. But until then, I would highly recommend you check out his own YouTube channel, Love That Danhausen. Again, I'll link in the description. And also another wrestler, Ethan Page, who's a good friend of Danhausen. Ethan Page did a lot for, I think it was for 2-3 years, maybe longer. He did a lot of toy hunt videos, going around when they were going around wrestling in different towns and cities. They'd look up the local toy shops and go there looking, hunting out much needed toys, action figures and what have you, specifically for Ethan Page, specifically Batman animated series and the Batman films, action figures and what have you. But there's numerous and various wrestlers would go along who also had an interest in collecting, and it was just so funny, especially when Danhausen is there. My God, I would just cry and laughing. So funny. Well worth checking out. And again, I'll link you to Ethan Page's YouTube channel down below. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it for me today, for this time. I do hope you've enjoyed. I say, don't care if you haven't. I've enjoyed myself. As I said before, this channel is about me enjoying myself and indulging in the things that I love. Okay, so that's what it is, what it's about. But I'm more than happy and appreciate if you enjoy it as well. You know, it's great. Share what you love. You know, spread the joy. It's what it's all about. And as usual, if you've enjoyed this, if you've enjoyed the other one, if you like what I'm doing, if you don't, just stop watching. You already have. But if you do enjoy what I'm doing, then please give this video a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and maybe ring that bell icon so you know when the next one's going up. I have no idea when the next one's going up. I'm planning on, there's going to be a book review coming soon. Okay, I'm hoping I can get that done as the next one, but we'll see how it goes. But anyway, but until next time, stay safe. Okay, take care of yourselves, and love that Danhausen or be cursed.